You guys into the chewable the tobacco?
It's
you
not
guys ever try
chewable
that?
pouch. Yeah, I've tried. Well, pretty much all my friends use it.
It's not chew, but you bite on it though, don't you?
No, you just put it in your lip like dip, but it's just nicotine salts, so like it doesn't create saliva, so you're not spitting. It's just
so you don't do anything. You just put it there.
Aside from nicotine.
Yeah, you just put it there, and
nicotine.
it's just nicotine salts. Like I don't know how the dip market is like even in the game. I've done it. Yeah, I've got some right here.
Most like people our age and I think younger have switched to that.
What is that flavor?
This is citrus.
What
do the really young people do? I want to get ahead of the curve.
Well, that's what happened with me with ZYN was I was going to a buddy's wedding, and I was at the gas station. I saw ZYN there, and I had been seeing it on Twitter a lot, and I was like, "Oh, give me 2 ZYN," and he was like, "Oh, a 3 or a 6," and I was like, "1 of each." And we drop them over, and I was like, "What does 3 mean?" And he was like the milligrams of nicotine or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, this what flavor?" And I was like, the one that everyone loves, and he was like, "Okay, this one."
Good answer.
Yeah, and he came to me, and I went to my buddy's place, and there was everyone there, and they were like, "Yo," and I was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Yo, I brought ZYN," and half people were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is it, bro?" And like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I saw it on Twitter like all month, but what the fuck am I holding?" And he opened it up, and I was like, "These look like fucking pillows for ants."
They do look like little ant pillows.
Yeah, then he's like, "Yeah, you just fucking put it here," but they were like biting it a little bit. They were like putting it there.
The size of a dentine, like a trident.
Yeah, like about that size. And I was like, "What do you do?" He's like, pack one in the bottom right." And my other buddy was like, "I go top left." And I was like, "Which one should I do?" And I had another buddy who was like, "I'll do 2. I like to have 2 and move them around the whole time." And I put them in my mouth, and like in 3 minutes, like pain, like it hurt. It hurt, and I was like, "Yo, this is hurting." Like I thought it was like super duper spicy.
Tell me more about the pain. Was
that's what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's like if you let me finish. Let me finish my story.
His odyssey of his ZYNs.
No, it's true. The pain is what it's all about, because I was like, I thought it was spicy, like maybe it was really hot or something, and I was like, it's hurting me. And my buddy was like, "Oh yeah, that's the glass."
Is there glass?
You guys know about that?
Isn't that a wives' tale?
Well, no, and I was like, "What are you talking about, the glass?" And he was like, "Oh, there's little microfibers of glass in there. It cuts you up a little bit so that you can consume the poison inside."
So you're not going to tell us about what hurt? Just
no. My gums hurt. My tip of my tongue hurt. I thought it was like spicy.
It wasn't like your jaw was sore or something. It was like
no, it was like cutting the gums and cutting. Well, it was spicy. It tasted like if you put hot sauce in your mouth, a really spicy hot sauce. That's what it was doing to me, and I thought that was fucked up. And
move it around a little.
That's what I thought, but then it was making everywhere spicy. It was like a hot pepper, and I just moved the hot pepper all around my mouth.
Was it cinnamon?
No, it was the blue one.
Oh, so
like mint ones. Yeah.
No, so they're if you were to open one up, you might mistakenly think that is glass crystals, but it's nicotine salt crystals. That if you look at them very closely, they'll have a crystalline shattered glass sort of texture appearance, but that dissolves and is absorbed sublingually into your gums and gives you that nicotine rush.
When I've used it, it's like it looks just like a little bit of white powder in a white pouch. But I guess if you don't keep it in the thing and you let it dry out, it can look crystalline like glass. But Kyle's right. It's like
I was moving on my finger. I was moving it on my finger, and I saw little crystals on it and stuff. And
people that use ZYN,
"Oh, that's the glass," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But then a dude came from Europe at the wedding, and he took out a ZYN, and I was like, "Oh, you also use ZYN?" "I use ZYN myself. I enjoy it." And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, but this, I brought this from home." And he was from some fucking European shithole,
like
Transylvania.
And I was like, "Oh, this one is from here. Do you want to go ZYN for ZYN?" And he was like, "Yeah." And we traded ZYNs, different size pillows, by the way. His was fucking perfect. His was everything I dreamt that a ZYN should be.
He's got that Euro
no
nicotine.
glass. No glass at all in there. If I had his
No
Zyn and
glass
someone
in
was
any
like, yeah, but if someone came up to me, if I was enjoying my European Zyn and they were like, there's glass in there, I would have been like, funny joke.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't sell us glass for our mouths. But with the one that I bought at the gas station, I was like, I believe that up until right now, that there was glass in that shit. That European one, if you ever get your hands on a European Zyn, you should import your fucking Zyn straight from Europe, dude.
Was it called Zyn or was it like a Snus? I remember Snus being big with hockey players.
That's a thing. I thought you were like making up a.
Is it called Snus? 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 It was it's like basically halfway between the Zyns and the regular chewing tobacco, where it has real tobacco in there, but somehow it doesn't create saliva. And so it has the same benefit of Zyn, where like you don't spit and you get the nick. But it seems like everyone now is like, why bother with any tobacco in there at all? If
Marlboro made a vape that has tobacco in it that you're like vaping at a low temperature. So it's as much like a cigarette as you can imagine a vape being without being a cigarette. And they're trying to fill that gap between the real deal and the synthetic thing. The benefit of something like Zyn, though, is of course people who can't smoke or vape at their jobs, or especially with like a fighter pilot. I don't know how, or any kind of pilot. If you're going to be in the air that long, you're not vaping or smoking or dipping or anything like that. So it's perfect.
I can't imagine, dude. Some of these flavors sound awful. Mini dry apple mint.
Yeah, I found the European
violet licorice extra strong.
We're on Snus Direct. This is where you get that European.
Hey, Espressorino. Hey,
some of them look good. Lemon spritz. That sounds slim cucumber lime. See, slim in front of that, it makes it feel like it's healthy, but I bet it's just a smaller pouch.
If someone was like, dude, can you get me a mini dry Bellini Zyn? I'd be like, are you rapping at me?
I don't know the code word you're trying to entice from me.
A mini dry Bellini Zyn.
Yeah. I switched like years and years ago now at this point. I switched from the vaping to Zyn for probably like 6 months. And then I just had a craving for like the smoking aspect of it again, and was like, well, it's still not cigarettes. And so then went and started vaping again. And
what made you switch to Zyn?
Because I know it was basically like, all right, nicotine's getting in my system in both of these ways, but it's absolutely got to be healthier for me to not introduce my lungs into the equation if there's no reason, and just have it in my gum.
Yeah, but we got it. We don't see your gums and we see your teeth, so don't ruin this for us.
They're really white.
Yeah, it's like the way I see it is like, my insides probably look fucked.
Nah, Taylor's got the newest teeth on the show. He'll get new ones.
Yeah.
Oh no, I meant like we're gonna see. Don't ruin those teeth, is what I mean. Fuck those.
What if he does?
I don't know.
They can polish that right up. That's not tooth.
That's true.
He's got hippo teeth in there or something. That ain't real.
Yeah, well, monkey teeth, by the way.
Sorry.
What if I had gorilla teeth?
Dude, that would be so cool.
Oh, you have nubs in there?
No, I don't have
you got nubs.
veneers. No, my teeth are under these on the top. But the bottom ones are my real teeth. It's just they did that to rebuild my bite so that I wouldn't have to get braces.
You have full-size teeth behind your teeth?
Yeah.
He has 2 rows of teeth like a shark.
Commit to the bit, Taylor.
the first, literally in I think it was 2018, that was when like my dentist, he was probably pushing for the sale because this was unbelievable. It was like $7-8 grand-ish for me to do this. But he was like, you grind, like you have really bad bruxism. Like you grind the hell out of your teeth and I'm like, it can't be that bad. He's like, I bet you notice you're doing it when you're awake sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, not enough to fucking destroy my teeth. And he's like, it's nighttime where you're just going ham and you don't even realize it. And you probably wake up with a sore jaw, don't you? And I'm like, not once. And he's like, okay, well, you do have, this is what he said, you have the largest masseter muscles I've ever seen on a patient. And I work with a lot of people. That's the chewing muscle. I could take your thumb plumb off, easily. And so he was like, all right, we can either put braces on you. And in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to like work shit with braces on. And I'm also 0% chance am I going to have braces and come on PKA.
They won't give you a hard time.
By work shit, he means playing video games with fans.
Well, no, it was like
the fans won't give you a hard time for that.
I think that the buyer at Walmart is going to take me a lot less seriously if I have braces than if I have normal teeth. And
Invisalign is probably an option.
Well, it was because of how my teeth didn't line up correctly. He's like, we need to build your teeth up so that they lock into place, because my teeth just lined up directly on top of one another. There was no overlap for my front teeth even. And so he built more tooth on in the front upper and the rear lower and nowhere else, just to like build the bite so it would lock in when I sleep. And so those are the teeth I'm still rocking with. He said it was only going to last a couple of years and then I'd need to do it again, but I'm on like year 7 of this.
And so what now? Now your jaw is weaker and we're supposed to think this is a victory?
No, I mean,
you don't work out your jaw anymore. You can't bite our thumbs off now.
I could totally bite your thumb off.
A pinky for sure. Yeah, not a thumb though.
I can bite 2 of your pinkies off at once.
Dude, did you see that crazy?
Any 2.